Hey guys, this is Ed with CMC Reptiles. I wanted to do a video showing the size difference between the medium rats, large rats, jumbo rats, and even mice compared to rat size. I always get a lot of questions at educational programs and even the birthday parties, both from the kids and the adults, always asking, about the size of the animals that these snakes are eating, especially when you have a 40-pound boa compared to just a 2-3 pound ball python. They all eat rats, but they're always kind of curious on the size difference between what the ball python's eating compared to what the boa is eating. So basically with the ball pythons, I have pretty much all adult ball pythons, so I just feed all medium rats to the ball pythons. And then I have some snakes, medium-sized boas, that are eating large rats, and I even have some bigger female boas eating the larger rats. And you can see the difference. There's a little bit of difference, but medium rat, large rat, and then of course the jumbo rat is what the boas are eating. So Monty, Jet, and also Slim, which are big boas, and you're talking 7 to 8 foot boas. These guys will eat 2 of these every month. And then the large rats, once a month, the adult ball pythons, I feed unless I'm breeding, and then I'll beef up the food. I have some adult females that easily will eat large and even extra large rats. The colubrids, of course, the mice. So I have the lavender corn, I have an albino Nelson milk snake, and some Kenyan sand boas that I feed these mice to. And you can see the difference even between just a medium rat compared to a mouse. Huge difference. So that's pretty much the size animals that these guys are eating normally, is medium, large, and then jumbo for the boas. So what I'll do, I'll even show some feeding on the boas, how they handle these big jumbo rats, which for Monty, one of these is nothing. She could take 2 of these down no problem because she is about a 40-pound snake. And then the 2 male boas, this is fine for them actually once a month. They won't need to eat no more than a month because they are adults. All right guys, so we'll start with feeding the corn snake. This is a female lavender corn. They have such a good feeding response. As you can see right there, this girl never has trouble eating, and yeah, she does a great job eating. I feed everything frozen thawed. I don't feed live. And these guys down their food so well. Just really good eaters. So she basically can eat 2 of these, no problem, in one sitting. All right, so next will be the Kenyan sand boas. So this is a male Kenyan. You probably might not be able to see him. So this is a Kenyan sand boa. These guys basically burrow pretty deep in the ground. Their eyes are almost actually on top of their head. So we'll put the mouse right in front of them. So we'll try to get them to come out a little bit so you can get a better view of them. But as soon as you put it near them, they pretty much get it, as you can see right there. Again, pretty good feeders. This is a male. Males are smaller than the females. Female is 3 times the size of this male. So that's why this guy needs the adult mice. The rats would be way too big for him. So now we'll go to the medium rats. Okay, so this is a sub-adult ball python. This is one of my, I want to say a 2020, late 2021 hatchling. So these guys will eat the medium rats. Not too, but you can see not too swift on the strike. Frozen thawed rats, they're not, these guys aren't heated, so basically sometimes they'll miss. They go off heat signature. So if they don't feel a warm rat, they'll miss once in a while. And that's kind of why he struck out on that one. So when they hang out like that, I just kind of hand them, put them back in their enclosure, and he'll eat that, no problem. Okay, again, here's a sibling to that one I just fed. Again, here is a medium rat. You can get a view of it right there. These are decent sized rats for a snake that size. Okay, you can see it right there. Again, this is a sibling to the snake I just fed. A little bit different markings, different color eyes. This one has actually a blue eye with red pupil. Pretty neat looking. And this is an animal that I always bring to parties. Kids always ask, do these bite? Only when they eat. And so that's kind of, you get the idea. They're great feeders. Frozen thawed rats, that's all I feed. If a snake doesn't eat a frozen thawed rat, I just offer it to another snake. All right, so let's grab this big girl right here, and I can tell it is a girl because I could see that it was nursing at one time. And this will be Monty's meal. So this is the big snake. Monty's about pushing 8 feet, 40 pounds. And I mean, this rat is probably maybe 1.5 pounds, something like that. And like I said, she could definitely down 2 of these, no problem. But I offer 2 of these a month. That's all she needs. I don't want her getting too overweight because she is a pretty big female. All right, so I don't know if you could see Monty in there. It's pretty dark. And I don't want to shine a light in her face, but we'll try to get her to come out here. She's hiding in the shadows. But I don't want to put the light on her. One thing about boa constrictors, these animals are probably one of the coolest hunters because they move so slow towards their prey where you can't even see them. I mean, they just inch towards it. I think it's the coolest thing before they strike. So I mean, I basically could just push it right into her face. She's only about 1 inch away from the rat. I think you may be able to see her. I could barely see her through the camera just because she's in the shadow. So I'm just gonna kind of push it into her. And as you can see how fast she grabs it once you get it in there. That's done. Actually, we're gonna feed Jet. Jet's waiting. So again, this is a jumbo rat. But look at that size of that rat compared to that head. I mean, it's nuts that these boas could actually swallow that big old thing compared to the head. So the one thing you do, you have to be careful feeding these bigger snakes because they, like I said, they go off heat signature, and it is late at night, and that's the only time I feed is nighttime. So their food response is high right now because they are nocturnal animals. They hunt at night, and he is waiting for this meal. So I'm gonna open the door, get this guy fed, and he's at the side where I gotta open the door. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna open this side, which will be a lot safer for me. So I got this side of the door open. I'll bring the rat over here. And so I stick it in the side glass just so I know he can't hit me because I'm protected by the glass. And he doesn't even see the rat yet. There he goes. Now he's gonna see it. So I'll kind of draw him out so you get a better view. But there he goes. You can kind of see how they inch towards it and how they constrict. Sweet animal on top of all that. I mean, the only time these animals show any kind of aggression is when they're feeding. That's it. This is another sibling. We'll go another medium rat, another sibling. All right, guys, the downfall to trying to film a video and feed a snake means the snake actually missed the rat, bit my thumb. So sorry about that, but no big deal. That's just to show you there's the snake bite right there. She got me right on the thumb, and that was definitely a food response. Went right past the rat because she feels the heat signature of my hand and not the rat. I don't warm the rats up. I just let them thaw during the day just so they're room temperature, but it's no big deal. Just so you could see getting bit by it's not gushing blood, doesn't have giant fangs, and you know, that was an adult ball python, so nothing big. So we'll go on to feed the next. All right, guys, so next one is the big female Kenyan. Same thing, you can see how she's kind of down in the hiding a little bit, but once she gets this animal, boom, they just thrust right out of the substrate and just take the prey. This is a way bigger animal compared to the male. These are great eaters. These also are very, very good eaters. Okay, guys, so we'll finish the video off with feeding the albino boa. This is a large rat. Okay, 3-year-old female. She's not very big, but this is a boa. This was a surrender, and this is her 3rd large meal since I've picked her up. She actually looks like she's going in the shed. Her eyes are kind of clouding over. So she's gonna start growing. She's really thin for her size. So I want to put a lot of meals in her. I can literally tell right now her eyes are clouding over. So after this meal, she'll be done feeding for a couple of weeks until she sheds. So hope you liked the video. Hope it answered some questions. And you know, I'll do another one. Sorry I couldn't feed the other boa, but I'll keep you updated on this feeding, and I'll talk to you guys later.